So I've always had a burden for men, yeah, younger men who are trying to thrive and advance in their career and other aspects of their life. And one of the important virtue that every man needs to have or cultivate is self-control and contentment. Now, self-control is the ability to delay immediate gratification for a more noble cause. So there are times whereby, as you begin to advance your career, there are certain privileges that you would have access to, or certain things you'll be able to afford, but you actually do not. The fact that you can afford it does not mean you should buy it, or the fact that you have a privilege to have something does not mean you need it. You must be able to differentiate your needs from your wants. You must be able to control yourself from making certain decisions that the time is not yet right for, just because you feel you can't. So you must have that emotional maturity as a man to make decisions correctly, and not just correctly, at the right time. Contentment. You must learn to be satisfied with what you have at every point in time in your life. You see, for every phase of your life, every single resources God has actually deposited at your disposal is for your own need. You know, it is to satisfy your need. You cannot afford to be focused on what someone else has. So you need the virtue of patience, because a pregnant woman who is in a hurry to become a mother will experience a miscarriage. The process of 9 months is the principle of maturity of a fetus in the womb. So the child has to grow. It takes 9 months. She sits upon that child for 9 months. The child is in her womb until the 9th month or the date of maturity, and the baby is given birth to, healthy and sound. So also your vision, there are moments of quietness, there are moments of depth. You're building yourself, you're developing skills for 9 good months. It could be years, it could be 10 years. You know, whatever resources God places at your disposal at those periods are resources that you need to be satisfied with. You must learn to love the vision God has given you. You must learn to love the person God has made you to be. You must learn to be satisfied with everything God has placed in your hands. You must learn to recognize that you are in competition with yourself. What any other person has is only something we all need to be grateful to God about and appreciate God in their life. But you know, you must focus on your own journey, because you are the man who God wants you to be. Cheers.